Okay, now, in theory, because closing ceremonies tend to get fairly chaotic, we are heading into the final hour of this year's summit. David.
And so far, you know, we think you may be the most exceptional group of One Young World delegates that we have had. However, there is a final test, and we will see if you're going to pass it. And that final test is what we do every year at One Young World, is you all have a ribbon on your chair. And what we want you to write on that ribbon, what is the action that you commit to? What is the thing that you're going to do because you attended One Young World? What have you been inspired to go off and change? You're going to write that on the ribbon, and we think you'll all be able to do that. And then, where it gets complicated is there's a whole series of... You're going to attach your ribbon to the person sitting next to you. So you're going to create a giant long ribbon in each row. And then there's instructions at the end of each aisle as how you connect all of that. So we have one enormous ribbon uniting the 190 countries, the 1,300 people, and all the actions that you have committed to taking.
We've got time because Winnie's not here yet, so we can play.
So let's get started. Let's get writing, let's get tying those things. Kate and I will be back tomorrow morning about 6 a.m.
This is the ball of all the commitments from the previous 3 One Young Worlds. Here they all are. So yours now get tied onto that. So you're part of One Young World. Last 3 years, 10, 11, and 12 are all on here.
It's going to get heavy to transport around in a bit.
Everything's alright. Oh, summer, you makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Happiness hit her like a train on a track. Coming towards her, stuck still, no turning back. She hid around corners and she hid under beds. She killed it with kisses, and from it she fled. With every bubble she sank with a drink and washed it away down the kitchen sink. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. The horses are coming, so you better run. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father, run for your children, for your sisters and brothers. Leave all your love and your longing behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. Can you hear the horses? 'Cause here they come. And I never wanted anything from you except everything you had and what was left after that too. Happiness, I hit her like a bullet in the struck from a great height by someone who should have known better. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. Can you hear the horses? 'Cause here they come. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father, run for your children, for your sisters and brothers. Leave all your love and your longing behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. Can you hear the horses? 'Cause here they come. The dog days are over, the dog days are done. me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Now I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise it down. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Counting down tonight, just counting down tonight, counting down tonight, just counting down tonight. The moon is on my side, I have no reason to run. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? The angels never arrive, but I can hear the choir. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight,
We're nearly in. Go on.
so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Go, 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 go. Woo! Nearly there.
You're nearly there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. There we go, we're in. Awesome. We have to tie that to that now. We'll tie it after. Now, we will be checking on what each of you wrote, and we'll be following up to make sure you have actually done that thing. Let's just have a quick look back on a few of the highlights of the last 3.5 amazing days. If we could roll the photo montage, please.
trying to be a superstar like everybody else. But being myself is something I do well. Whatever you do, do it good. Whatever you do, Lord, Lord, Lord. Do it good, yeah. Alright. Express yourself. Express yourself. Do it. See, it's not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. Express yourself. Do it. Here we go now. I don't make the papers, I'm far from JLS. Ain't got the X factor, I'm not what they expect. But it won't be long before my turn is next to express. Now with all due respect, see whatever I do it good. So whatever you do, low, do it good. Express yourself. Do it. Express yourself. Do it. See, it's not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. Express yourself. Do it. Switch it up. Loose my shirt and tie. There ain't nothing to hide. Show them what you got. Whoa. There's nothing wrong with perfect and perfect. Now it's your time to shine. Express yourself. Click your fingers now. Express yourself. Come on. Do it, yeah. See, it's not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. Express yourself. Do it. Express yourself. Do it. Express yourself. Do it. See, it's not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. Express yourself. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. Express yourself. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now.
Thank you, Joburg and South Africa, for this most extraordinary of all our summits. Yesterday afternoon's Bakeout, you saw some of the great city, everywhere from Lenazi, Indonesia, to Alexandra, to Braamfontein, to the cradle of humankind. And we want to thank the host city partners and the supporters for hosting you at 27 different occasions. So to all our supporters in the room, especially my dear friends on the advisory board, the delegate partners, the delegate hosts, breakout hosts, host city ambassadors, members of the media, most importantly, the team at the City of Johannesburg. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please, will you all stand? Now, we're going to have a short video from Lead SA, which is an initiative by Prime Media, Talk Radio 702, Highveld, other media outlets, and it tells the stories of South Africans who are making our country better. And I'm not sure that you couldn't all sit down now, because I think you can.
If we can roll the video.
Run the VT.
It might be a rainy, grey and overcast day in Cape Town, but there is big celebrations happening at the Clock Tower here at the V&A Waterfront as we celebrate Lead SA's 3rd birthday.
today we celebrate and focus on some of the key campaigns that we've done over the last year and also highlights over the last 3 years. So for me, today is really a special day, and I think that it's a day where we can all sort of look back and we can all get excited and re-inspired and look forward to the journey that lies ahead.
It's been 3 years of cheering and getting the nation behind the Springboks, Bafana Bafana, the Proteas. It's been 3 years of getting South Africans to stand up.
When we launched Lead SA in 2010, our aim was to ignite the spirit of our nation and ultimately get citizens to play their role in achieving a better South Africa for all.
That regardless of our pigmentation, religion, or whether we write with our right or left hand, well, ultimately, and this is the fantastic thing that Lead South Africa seeks to underscore, that we are ultimately members of one family, God's family. I am proud to be an elder in this family, in this community, because of people like yourselves.
Jordan van der Walt winning 150,000 Rand from Discam Foundation for a charity of his choosing. Ashra and Dr. Amda, of course, each getting 50,000 Rand for charities of their choosing.
How do you feel having won the Lead SA Hero of the Year?
I feel extremely humbled that I've been chosen, and at the end of the day, it's about feeding hungry children. We should work on the fact that children can help other children.
It's amazing when we see someone such as yourself, who we should be an example to, who becomes an example to us.
We can't all be a Nelson Mandela, or for that matter, a Desmond Tutu, but we can, all of us, make a contribution. Independent Newspapers is extraordinarily proud to be part of this campaign, and thanks very much to all of you who've made it happen.
It's so great to be able to say happy 3rd birthday, Lead SA, from the Ground Patrol team.
Lead SA, happy birthday. 3 years old, here's to the next 30.
Lead SA, a big, fat, huge happy birthday from Missing Children South Africa. Love working with you, love your work. Keep it up. God bless.
So that's what happens when a whole lot of different media get together to try to take up this challenge and responsibility of getting people to lead. So I said you would have somebody special tonight, and so indeed we have. And to welcome them, I'm going to hand over to one of our South African delegates, Tato Sebastian Mimereki. Tato.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly a privilege to welcome this guest of honor to One Young World. She was one of the first Black African medical social workers in South Africa. A good vintage, she's blessed with unparalleled beauty and intellect, charisma, and a huge sense of humor. A stalwart in the fight against apartheid, she was a leading light during the 1976 Soweto uprisings, where the youth unified to take a grand stand against the racist government policies relating to education in South Africa. She continues to live amongst her people in the township of Soweto, where her office services the needs of the local community members. No story of Nelson Mandela is complete without her. One Young World, please stand up and help me welcome a woman in a league of her own, Mrs. Winnie Mandela. Okay. And now, introducing her in a traditional way is Mr. Lunga Williams. Thank you.
Hello, Johannesburg, hello. We're going to do it the black way, all right? We're going to do it the black way now, right? We say, ah, no manja. Ah, no manja. Ah, no manja.
You must be surprised at my silence. I'm not used to such discipline. I come from a very riotous past. I'm actually short of words. It's a long time I haven't seen such beautiful people. The jewels of the world. I'm truly honored to be amongst you, the future world, our future globe. Thank you very much for inviting me. I am glad you invited me just to bid you goodbye. Honorable founders of the Young World Summit, Ms. Kate Robertson and Mr. David Jones. I believe Mr. Kofi Annan has already left the forum. And I do not know if Honorable Sir Richard Branson is still around. Anyway, I acknowledge him. And Honorable Sir Bob Geldof, Honorable comrade and family friend, Mr. Ahmed Kathrada, whom I saw addressing you, and Honorable Professor Mohammed Yunus, the Mayor of Johannesburg, my son there, Councillor Parkstow, and Honorable Maria Ramos, I believe was here and may not be here now, and Mr. Boris Becker, and all the South African sports heroes of this podium. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for inviting me to share this platform with you. An historical moment that serves to inspire not only your generation, but those of us who came before. For all the hardships endured and sacrifices made, you are the positive result of how the human spirit has the capacity to triumph over adversity and create a better and more humane world. I congratulate you for your achievements to date. As stated in the media, over 375 tangible and concrete projects which have affected the lives of over 4.7 million people all over the world. This tells me that you are not only a talk shop, but dedicated and visionary practitioners. You are the change, ambassadors of Kwame Nkrumah, of Mahatma Gandhi, of Martin Luther King, of Lillian Ngoyi, of Ruth First, and Nelson Mandela. I would like to address your existence as a platform for the youth to discuss and debate, as well as find solutions to problems that affect young people, by sharing with you my concerns about the condition of young people in my immediate surroundings. Recently, a researcher and filmmaker who also happens to be a family friend showed me a video of a clip of a shocking incident that occurred in one of our public parks. The video depicted two young girls stripping off their clothes in broad daylight in front of a group of young men who cheered as the girls proceeded to indulge in improper acts with some of them. At some stage, both girls fought over one boy in a brutally inappropriate manner. All the while, young, loud music was playing in the background and alcoholic drinks were being passed around. On another occasion, my daughter showed me conversations on mixed between the youth of Mamelodi East who were offering themselves to total strangers, cell phone numbers included. I have also witnessed on television the opulent vulgarity of the Sikotane culture in our country. Children who abuse the hard-earned finances that their parents barely have to purchase expensive clothing, which they parade in the township streets prior to banning them with 100 and 200 rand notes, again in front of cheering crowds. That's South Africa. Some children have been known to commit suicide when their parents' monies ran out, as they feared that their dignity would be compromised. We are all too familiar with the dark and dangerous relationship between drug abuse, promiscuity, crime, HIV/AIDS, and premature deaths. As a mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, I ask myself where we have failed you, what we could have done better, and what the future holds for our youth. Many of these scenarios I have described, people my generation cannot relate to, and our ignorance results in a fear of the unknown and utter helplessness. Comrade Nelson Mandela challenges us and says, there can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which we treat our children. Here you are, as our children and grandchildren, taking responsibility for your universal condition and creating a world that we should have created for you. If we are to honor the wishes of our beloved Madiba, allow us elders to volunteer our services to assist you in any capacity that you may need. Use us as you champion your way forward on this noble and courageous journey. We know that these points may have been discussed, but we have a responsibility to emphasize them as our last message to you as we bid you farewell. You are the torchbearers of our future economy that empowers the youth for a better economy. You must therefore take part in decision-making. You are the custodians of a better world we all strive for, that will only be achieved by yourselves. Modern technology dictates that you take charge of the space you live in, and that is your cell phone, laptop, and computer worlds. The onus is upon you to demand accessibility to resources in your countries, because youth unemployment is a ticking time bomb. Because you are the future of various countries, your minds should generate knowledge. Therefore, education is the key to unlocking the doors of that future. You must be exposed to today's scientific world and have critical minds as future leaders. Understand how your governments work. Find out where your country's monies go to and engage in dialogue with your country's leaders. Former South African President Thabo Mbeki was invited to address a forum at the Bethesda Methodist Church last night, and he expressed his concern about a subject that has killed nations in Africa and is becoming a reality again in our country, and that is tribalism. He quoted the latest dangerous slogans like 100% vendor, and said he had heard that there was also 110 China. Would you possibly know any such person in this democracy that we have fought so hard for? This is the death knell for a democracy whose constitution in our country was written in blood. No nation seeks to be retrogressive and deny the very principle of nature that says humanity is dynamic and geared towards growth. The responsibility of the youth universally is to prevent tendencies of alienation and stigmatization through intensive dialogue and engagement with affected communities. In the words of Maya Angelou, my favorite poet, author, actress, filmmaker, educator, and civil rights activist, who says, "To all young people, you are cared for and are worth everything. Women are better than being called the B word, and blacks are better than being called the N word. No matter what your race group, no matter what your age group, you are better than being called the world that would deny your humanity." This further enforces that as a global community, we must strive for the end of racialism, promote diversity, and create a world that generates its economic and social ideals for the purpose of humanitarian gain. In closing, I would like to thank the young man who has just introduced me, Tato Neregi, together with the many young leaders present here. Some of you I do not know your names, but your work and efforts sound loudly and clearly. I thank you because I merely came to say, as a grandmother, great-grandmother, farewell to you all. I love you all and wish you well in future. And Thank you very much. And my little farewell words wouldn't be complete if I didn't remind ourselves about our war cry during those difficult days. Amandla! 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 Away too!
So our thanks to Dr. Mandela.
Where to? Where to? Amandla!
So, now we have a special treat.
Another one.
For you, for me, for Kate. We heard him speak with amazing passion and eloquence. We're now going to hear him sing. We told you the story of who I actually think is the coolest councillor. He's just a guy who just oozes cool from every pore of his body, of his skin. Here is somebody who was a child soldier who spent 7 years, fighting a war, who was smuggled out and managed to completely reinvent himself and his life through music. He is somebody who needs another minute. So I will give him another minute.
Amandla! Amandla! Where to? You don't know how to do that, do
No, I
you?
don't. I'm gonna... If you'd have told me, I'd have learned. No, but an amazing story, of how somebody reinvented themselves, got away from South Sudan, got away from all of the problems, and is an inspiration to all of us, and is now ready as well, which is very cool. So, give us a huge, huge welcome for Emmanuel Jal.
How is everybody doing? Well, I'm going to begin with a spoken word, which is my story. It's the lowest point I've ever been as a human being, where between 200 to 400 young people, we planned an escape and we ran out of food, and I was tempted to eat my comrade. So this is how the spoken word goes like. My dreams are like torment, my every moment, voices in my brain of friends that were slain, friends like Lual who died by my side of starvation, in the burdened jungle and the desert plain. Next was I, but Jesus heard my cry as I was tempted to eat the rotten flesh of my comrade. He gave me comfort. We used to raid villages, stealing chickens, goats, and sheep, anything we could eat. I knew it was rude, but we needed food. And therefore I was forced to sin to make a living. Forced to sin to make a living. Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Never give up, never give in. Left home at the age of 7. 1 year later, I live with an AK-47. By my side, slept with one eye open wide. Run duck, play dead and hide. I've seen my people die like flies, but I've never seen a dead enemy, or at least one that I've killed. But still as I wonder, I won't go under. Guns barking like lightning and thunder. As a child so young and tender, words I can't forget, I still remember. As the sergeant command, raising his hand, no retreat, no surrender. Yigish, I carry the burn of the trauma. War child, child without a mama. still fighting in the struggle. Yet as I wake this new war, I'm not alone in this drama. No sit I stop as I reach for the top. I'm fully dedicated like a patriotic cop. I'm on a fight day and night. Sometimes I'm doing wrong in order to make things right. It's like I'm living a dream. First time I'm feeling like a human being. The children of Darfur, your empty bellies and the telling nights, you that I'm fighting for. Now I cry myself to sleep. In my dreams I often weep. My children are hungry and my back in pain, and yet they come to rap again. It's unfair. Mr. Island, diamond and gold miner. So pretty mama Africa like a vagina. She's not your whore, not anymore. You take the riches and you leave the people poor. To Mr. Oil, diamond and gold miner. So pretty mama Africa like a vagina. She's not your whore, no, not anymore. No, you take the riches and you leave the people poor. Never ever forget the genocide in Rwanda. Child soldiers were bucking hard in Uganda. Massacre taking place in Sudan. Young girls and women getting raped even now. Young children walking in the minefields. Politicians allowing bad deals, and then they steal and then they kill, and due to your pressure the innocent suffer. To Mr. Oil, diamond and gold miner. So pretty mama Africa like a vagina. She's not your whore, not anymore. You take the riches and you leave the people poor. To Mr. Oil, diamond and gold miner. So pretty mama Africa like a vagina. She's not your whore, not anymore. You take the riches and you leave the people poor. To Mr. Oil, diamond and gold. So pretty mama Africa like a. She's not your whore, not anymore. You take the riches and you leave the people poor. To Mr. Oil, diamond and gold. Some treating mama Africa like a vagina. She's not your whore, not anymore. You serve the riches and you leave the people poor. Yeah, I wanna see your peace sign, everybody. Let me see your peace sign. Peace sign, peace to the whole wide world. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking for some people just looking for peace. Maybe together we could make the war cease. Now we can send mankind to the moon. We can reach to the bottom of the sea. That's why it's really kind of baffles me that we cannot end wars and bring peace. And we cannot change the way people act. We cannot change the way people think. So if we sit back, chill out and relax, civilization will soon be extinct. That's why I am. I'm calling on the whole wide world. On the whole wide world. Come on, people, would you help me? Help me scream and shout. Let's scream and shout, cause we want peace. That we want peace. To say the least, I dedicate this song to the common people, caught in the middle of this common evil. I wish the world was a little bit fair. Time to start looking at the man in the mirror. Here is the policeman. Fear make a genocide within us so he can build a wall genocide. Now it was weekend. Silent of the lamb, cause nobody was speaking. That's why I am. I'm calling on the whole wide world. On the whole wide world. Come on, people, would you help me? Help me scream and shout. Let's scream and shout, cause we want peace. To say the least, somebody said after Rwanda, never again. And after Rwanda, it's happening. Not far from Rwanda, just next door. We're gonna shout for the poor people living in Darfur. The world gone deaf, the world gone blind. The world is sitting down on the behind. Nobody cared about a poor and needy. Don't be sucking up to the rich and the greedy. For every hero there's a villain. I ain't kidding, we're gonna shout anyone. Sing one more time, we can one more time. You gotta figure out a way that we could all combine. Like Jericho, the walk from tumbling down. It's not a voice, it's how the city surround. You know what it's what? Gotta put our voice to work. We gotta shake down heaven and earth. That's why I am. I'm calling on the whole wide world. On the whole wide world. Come on, people, would you help me?
we scream and shout.
Let's scream and shout, cause we want peace.
That we want peace.
To say the least. Come on, everybody, come on. Come on, everybody, come on. Hands up, hands up, hands up. You want peace, and I want peace, yeah. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Come on, everybody, come on. Come on, everybody, come on. All right, sing with me, everybody. Yo, yo. We want peace, and we are gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We want peace, and we are gonna get it. Get it. We're gonna get it. We want peace, and we are gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We want peace, and we are gonna get it. We want peace. We're gonna get it.
We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We want peace. And we gonna get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We want peace. And we gonna get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We want peace. And we gonna get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We want peace.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to bring you on stage and Kat. And I want 3 volunteers. I'm going to show easy dance. 3 volunteers. Yeah. Yes, both of you. You too. Yeah. Yes. You, madam. All right, you. Come. Come.
Is
All
that
right.
Peter in the house?
All right. Come up here. All right. All right, we form one quick line. Just, the dance style is easy. Before we do the dance style, I want everybody's hands this way. All right? Put it up a bit above your head. If you're seated down, stand up. All right. We are the young world. Is it? So I want
young world.
Yes, I want us to make a pledge today. Say, I am going to lead the change that I want to see. I know it's going to be difficult, but no matter what, no matter where, no matter what it takes, I will make it happen. All right, everybody, let's fly. Come on, may God bless us. Big, beautiful. All right, the dance style, make a space, because we are celebrating tonight, yeah? It's easy. Look at me, everybody. Okay, for the guys that who can't see me. All right, all you got to do, 1, 2, 3, boom, okay? 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. Paka, 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 paka. Paka, 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 paka. Like that. And then the other one is, it's funky. Kaba, 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 kaba. You got it? All right, let's party, everybody. Pump it up, volume, everybody.
One young world.
All right.
Those of us ready time. Oh, those of us ready time. Those of us ready time. Oh, those of us ready time. Those of us ready time. Oh, those of us ready time. Those of us ready time. Oh, those of us ready time.
I do this way, this way, this way. I do this way, this way, this way. You got stress. There's no money. Girlfriend gone. Boyfriend gone. My shackle name one can long life is short and just young.
Play guitar. Oh, those of us play guitar. Oh, those of us play guitar. Oh, those of us play guitar. Those of us play guitar. Oh, those of us play guitar. Oh, those of us play guitar. Oh, those of us play guitar.
Chabanka, 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 chabambon. Hey! Ashabambon. Hey! Ashaganka, chabanka, 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 chabambon. Hey! Ashabambon. Hey! Ashabambon. Hey! Hey, boule, abule, abule, boule, boule, abule, nanga, nice, shunaya, yoma, boule, hey, boule, shunaya, yoma, boule. Are you having a good time? All right, I want to say, come on. Thank you. God bless.
You guys are amazing. Woo! You're fantastic. Thank you. So that was unbelievable, other than the fact that Kate got out of not dancing and I embarrassed myself, but there you go.
Okay, so now serious, okay? It is my great pleasure to welcome His Worship, the Executive Mayor of the City of Johannesburg, Councillor Mpho Parks Tau.
Thank you. Good to see you. It was a good warm-up act for you. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you very much and good evening to everybody. I certainly would not be able to compete with the last act. If it is not the incapacity to sing, then it might be on the dancing part. Program directors, and to the Mayor of Dublin, Councillor Quinn, distinguished founders, councillors and ambassadors of One Young World, our distinguished guests from around the globe, members of the South African government structures, community leaders and delegates. I had the opportunity earlier to meet with the Johannesburg representatives to this summit. They kind of changed what I had intended to say. They changed what I intended to say because they gave me a message much more profound than the message I would have presented this evening. As the city of Johannesburg, like many cities, we submit bids to host different meetings, summits, conferences, exhibitions, etc. We submit these as part of promoting tourism to our city and our country, but we also submit this to create exposure for our people and the people of the world to our city and for us to the rest of the world. But never since my tenure as Executive Mayor of the City of Johannesburg have I found myself in a situation where the results of the conference are more than, in fact, I had initially anticipated. For the delegation of Johannesburg said to me that not only were they inspired by the councillors and ambassadors and submissions that were made here, they themselves are better people after these 4 days. I can imagine that it's an experience that resonates with all the delegates here today. Many of you coming here for the first time, would not have had the expectation of what, in fact, the outcome would be. Would have said that, yes, I want to participate. I'm submitting my name, my credentials to have the opportunity to be part of the summit. But to come out with a message that says, for what I do, I understand the contribution that I'm making to humanity, that I have a responsibility that transcends my individual project, the issues in my community, the issues in my city, the issues in my country. I am now part of a collective of global young leaders who want to make this world a better place for all of us. I should at this stage congratulate the organizers of this event for sometimes when you assume the responsibility to put together a network of people to come together and share their experiences and say, how can we make this world a better place? You do not always anticipate what in fact the results would be. To them I say congratulations for a successful conference. But most important, I'd like to congratulate all the delegates present this day for your contributions, for inspiring each other, for inspiring young people around the world. I have received many calls from young people in Johannesburg who have said to me this week, can we find a way of getting access to the One Young World Summit? They asked for access because they've been inspired by what they have observed. They've been inspired by what they have seen. Unfortunately, we could not accommodate all of them. But I'd like to send a message to all the young people that says, we have a responsibility to ourselves, to grow ourselves, to grow our communities, and in that way to work together to make this world a better place, and that we can better do by working together as a collective of future leaders that says we can create a world different from the world that we have inherited, from a world that has been ravaged by diseases such as HIV and AIDS, malaria, and others. A world that is ravaged by war, a world where we do not always agree on what to do to make this a better world for all of us. To you I say congratulations, and I look forward to interacting with many of those who would be participating in the different initiatives that come out, that result from this conference. From those in Johannesburg, I would like to make the commitment they made to me and to the organizers public this evening. The Johannesburg delegation has said that their commitment to this summit is that starting on Monday this week, they would initiate a process of recording their contributions towards making this world a better place and present that to Dublin next year at the next summit. And of course, they said, Mr. Mayor, I will be in your office first thing on Monday morning. Well, I can say that on the basis of the commitment that you have made, the City of Johannesburg commits to work with you to ensure that your endeavors reach the results that you had set for yourselves. Lastly, let me say, I wasn't in the country during the opening ceremony, but I'm told that it was an equally impressive event. But that, of course, it had the typical South African presence of the vuvuzela. And of course, I was here and our mother spoke to us. And it concluded in another typical South African way. Amandla! Thank you very much.
Very much. If you wouldn't mind staying on stage, just move slightly to the left. So, as you know, next year we're in Dublin. And I'm delighted to welcome to the stage somebody who has flown all the way from Dublin to be here, His Excellency the Lord Mayor of Dublin, Oisín Quinn.
Thank you so much. Do you want to go? Yeah.
We're going to... So, Kate.
Mayor, that was great. Thank you for those kind words. Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
So, we can do the back. You do the words, I'll do the...
And so to symbolize the passing on of the summit to Ireland, to the city of Dublin, we now invite the Mayor of Johannesburg to hand over the baton to the Mayor of Dublin.
Thank you. It's a great honour. We have got a lot to live up to. It's been a great show you put on.
You're welcome.
So.
Good luck. I think it's a very tough thing to organize.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to it. Great. Thank you.
It was a very competitive bid process for the 2014 summit, and we'd just like to show you a tiny little snippet of film that was the reaction of the Dublin bid team when David and I made the announcement earlier this year. You got sound? We are thrilled to be going to Dublin next year, and now the Lord Mayor is going to tell us a bit about what we can expect. Your Worship.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Kate. This is really a fantastic event. It's blowing my mind away, I have to say, watching it from the side of the hall and watching it backstage. It really, really is fantastic. So all I can say, Mayor Parks Tau, it's a pleasure to be here in South Africa. It's a real pleasure to be here in Johannesburg. Your city really rocks. Although having seen Emmanuel Jal, I'm kind of tempted to say Johannesburg raps. So, and contrary to the appearances with my the bling I'm wearing, I'm not a rapper. Although that chant or slogan both you and Winnie Mandela were doing, I'm really tempted to see does it work in English. Will you give power? To the people? Okay, you're very kind. So, it's amazing looking out on a sea of all these faces from 190 countries, and it really just goes to encapsulate the name of this summit, One Young World. And really amazing credit due to the visionaries who founded this, David Jones and Kate Robinson. Fantastic. And of course, that places all the responsibility on you. It is amazing to think that from this hall, from the last 4 days, all of the ideas you've got, all of the inspiration that you've had, all of those ideas can fly out from this hall back to 190 countries in the world. And who knows what effect that will have over the next year before you all gather again to come to Dublin. So. So I want to start by saying well done to Johannesburg and well done to all of you who've masterminded Young World 2013. Tonight, as you end this unique gathering, you all reach another milestone in the life of One Young World. But tonight is not an ending, simply a renewal of your commitment to continue this journey. And Dublin looks forward to travelling with you and welcome you in 2014. And I bring you the commitment that Dublin will help you continue this journey towards the global empowerment of youth and the creation of new global leaders. And I want to pay tribute to 3 young people from Dublin who won the bid for One Young World 2014. I thank you, Bob Coggins, Valerie McGrain, and Clara Kelleher. And someone told me earlier on that clip you were watching was actually them all watching Ireland score try against the box. I don't know, is that just... So amazing courage and vision and optimism on the part of those people to win the summit for Dublin next year against a lot of other cities that wanted the privilege of hosting this. So I was particularly delighted to receive the baton from the City of Johannesburg and South Africa, and thank you, Mayor Parks-Howe, for that. So Dublin and Ireland have been part of this journey together that has made this country come towards freedom, social justice, democracy and peace. And it's particularly important to recall that in 1984, a young 21-year-old woman who worked as a checkout girl in one of our big shopping chains, Dunnes Stores, refused to handle South African goods in opposition to apartheid. This was back in the 1980s. And she went on a strike and a picket with just a number of other colleagues. They were just regular workers in the shop for 2.5 years, and they remained daily on the picket line. And it was thanks to their courage and determination that forced a change in the policy of that supermarket and provided leadership for the world in supporting the struggle for freedom in South Africa. And recognising her courage, this great city of Johannesburg named a street after that worker, Mary. So one young person with conviction and courage can make a difference. And you, like her, can leave a footprint of difference in the sands of time. And Nelson Mandela himself has said that her stand helped keep him going in prison. So I'd also like to pay tribute to a freeman of the city of Dublin, a global giant who's given inspiration and hope to the world, your own great leader, Madiba. Nelson Mandela is a man whose vision, generosity, inclusiveness, humility, and youthful energy is an example to all of us who seek to lead. His wisdom in reaching beyond the known and in reaching out, even to those who had oppressed and imprisoned him, shaped this great nation of South Africa. And Dublin salutes you, Madiba, our friend and inspiration. Dublin, One Young World 2014, will be about young people being disruptive leaders. It is about young people taking action and making sure that they are not sleepwalked into the agenda of others. It will be about young people acting locally but thinking globally. Dublin is a cosmopolitan city blessed by the presence of young people from every corner of the world, enriched by their energy, their ideas and their creativity. The Irish have always been a global people, rooted in their locality but reaching out to the world. So Dublin is the perfect place for One Young World 2014. We are a creative people, not afraid to lead in the world. You've witnessed a self-confessed son of Dublin, Bob Geldof, who has served here as one of your mentors and counsellors. He is but one of many Irish people, such as Mary Robinson and Bono, who have stepped onto the global leadership stage. While they are the names that gain global recognition, every day in some part of the world, you will find ordinary Irish people working in extraordinary ways to tackle hunger, global warming, social justice and economic challenges. 2014 is an important year for the world and for Europe. It's the 100th anniversary of the First World War, a conflict fought in Europe but with global impact. One Young World 2014 can focus on how great leadership can heal the wounds of division and war, can set new vision and hope, and can forge a new society built on values of equality and justice. The Irish peace process is another example of how conflict can be ended and a new beginning made. Peace, as we have discovered, however, is not just the ending of violence, but also the building of a more equitable and just society. So my message is simple. Go out and spread the word that Dublin One Young World 2014 is the place to be if you are interested in making a difference in your life and in the lives of others. Dublin is a city that wants to make a difference in the world. Your presence in 2014 will help us shape Dublin as the youth leadership capital of Europe, a place where ideas meet action, in the creative explosion of youthful energy, and global change happens. Dublin offers you our traditional greeting, Céad Míle Fáilte, 100,000 welcomes. You will feel at home in Dublin. You may arrive a stranger, but you will leave as a friend. See you all in Dublin.
Dublin City is a city with the youngest population in Europe. It is a very cosmopolitan city, and it is an exciting city. UNESCO has recognized Dublin as City of Literature, and whether it be literature or science, molds are broken in Dublin. It is a city where new ideas and new visions for the future are made by young people in a way that challenges them and challenges us. Dublin will create a great atmosphere for young people. It's the kind of city where young people looking forward and facing change realise that they can take charge of change. Be the arrow and not the target. I do look forward to meeting you all in Dublin and to welcoming delegates to this wonderful city, Dublin, capital city of Ireland.
In Ireland, we welcome everyone with a Céad Míle Fáilte, 100,000 welcomes. But in Dublin, we welcome all our One Young World delegates with our very own, very unique 1,000 welcomes. 1,000 welcomes is our gift to the One Young World delegates. We will be honoured to show off our city. Together we will take a Dubliner's tour of Dublin to see the real sights and sound of our city, and not just the ones from tourist maps. We will show you where we go to work, where we go to college, where we catch up, and where we hang out, and leave you with memories that will bring you back to us. 1,000 welcomes allows every delegate to see our city through the eyes of our young people, because understanding one another, making connections and creating valuable relationships are all at the heart of One Young World. 1,000 welcomes to One Young World.
1,000 welcomes
to
One Young
World. Welcome.
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 Ozoa.
Fáilte.
Fáilte. Welcome. Welcome.
Fáilte. Welcome. Vítame. Bienvenue.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome. Fáilte.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Fáilte. Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
So, thank you again to the Lord Mayor for coming all this way. We've had one very African performance, and we're now going to have a little taste of something of what's coming next year, and we're going to have a very Celtic performance. Please welcome the Duncan Studio of Celtic Dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Duncan Studio of Celtic Dancing.
just a taste for next year. Thank you, dancers. That was fabulous, wasn't it?
Very good.
Okay, delegates. Now having attended your summit, you are now One Young World ambassadors. Which is an honor and it's a responsibility, and there are duties. When you see messages posted to ambassadors, that means you. We need to hear from you, and we need to know what you're doing in your countries and your communities so that we can promote your initiatives and stories and connect you with other ambassadors from previous years who can further empower you. But we absolutely can't do this without your help. So, we are asking you, it's a very important step forward in the One Young World organization. We are asking you in countries and regions, geographical regions, to elect coordinating ambassadors. These people will take on the lead of the role and responsibility of reporting on the work that you are doing in your area, because we've realized we just don't have the manpower to collect everything we need at the center. So we're going to be in touch with all of you to give you the details of how to apply. It's a role that does require dedication, but we know that we've had people who've done it anyway. But coordinators who successfully meet, and trust me, I'm strict on this one, who successfully meet their responsibilities will be rewarded with a fully sponsored place to One Young World Summit 2014 in Dublin.
Now, two quick special announcements. The first one, and probably about a third of the room will think this is the coolest thing on the planet, and two-thirds won't know what we're talking about. But the All Blacks, as you know, were in the hotel. They had a big game today against the Springboks, which sadly they won. But the guys from Brownfield actually helped them out and organised a whole room for them to practice the haka in. And by way of thanks, they've agreed to do pictures with anybody who wants a picture with the All Blacks tomorrow at 2:30 in the afternoon. So you'll get details of where that is. And then the other quick special announcement, you heard Lily Cole talking about Impossible and what she's doing. They've agreed to make a special group for us on One Young World so that you can find each other, connect with each other, share ideas and skills, and we'll actually email you all a link that if you want to, you can join and then become part of that community. Now, we have so many people to thank, so we're going to do it as fast as we can, but, you know, the amount of work and organisation that goes into putting on a show like this is enormous. The first thanks I want to give is to the amazing councillors who have been so brilliant, given us so much of their time, passion and wisdom so that you guys can go out and make a difference. So all the councillors who are still with us, please come up on stage. Mark, Jean, if you'd like to come up as well. Ron, Carol, James. Emmanuel, come on guys, let me come. Thank you so much, because without you, we couldn't do this, and you've been amazing.
No, you couldn't.
Thanks again.
Are we ready for this? Remembering again the reason we are here. David, you want to start it off?
Yeah, the giant flag. So
yeah, and get the flag flying one more time.
We're going to get the big giant flag in now. You did so well in the stadium.
Woo!
Let's go. Bring the flag through.
What about the camera stand?
Now, this is where we lose both cameras.
Davey?
Over. And suddenly there was no footage for the rest of the event.
Oh, well done. Yay! Davey?
Come back. Now pull it in, roll it in, roll it in. No, the guys to the back, I think. Okay.
Okay. Okay, you're going to roll it down now, okay? Yeah?
Roll it down, okay.
Don't die under there. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, well done. Okay, so next I would like to thank all of the wonderful volunteers. Can you stand up wherever there are volunteers?
You've been amazing.
And we'd also like to say a really big thank you, and we'll ask them to come up on stage, to the people that you don't get to see, but who work year-round, months and months, and over the last few weeks, all day and all night to make everything happen. Firstly, the press teams, the French team, Lorella Gessa and Susan Christie. From Seven Hills, Nick Giles with Nicola Green. From Wagner Edstrom, led by Marcus Soror and Laura Rodriguez.
And from Brand Fuel, Townsend Dodds.
We have had absolutely giant press coverage around the world this year, and it's all down to these people.
Thanks, mate. You did a brilliant job.
And also, the press director from Brand Fuel.
I'd like to thank the local Havas South African team who did the most amazing job, and we made their lives hell, but they really rose to the challenge. So if they can come up on stage as well, led by Lynn. Where's Lynn Maidley? Is Lynn here? So we have Genève Kreutz, we have Hangwi Mwambadzi, we have Reese Khan, we have Matthew Belshaw, we have Zama Shalonga, we have Alex Bellotti, Michael McLennan, Naima Elmi, and then we get into the core One Young World team, Eamon Taylor, who does so much work on all the digital stuff, Ella Robertson, who did the most amazing in coordinating the city bids, Catherine Peter, the Africa director, who really did so much work to make this happen. Go Cat.
How you doing?
And then with just two special big thank yous. Our global director, David Alexander, who just does the most unbelievable job. Without him, this could not happen. And then Louise Jack, who does all content and the Social Business Accelerator. So here's Louise. Well done. Next up, a huge thank you to the incredibly hard-working Brand Fuel team who do this every year for us, and they're amazing, led by Kay Pratt and David Ball. Ali Cooksey and the opening ceremony team, Annie Bracken and the content team, our wonderful Innes Compton and Linda Grogan and the production team, Sarah Sanderson, Viv Sanford, Labs, Anton Finner from the logistics and the delegate management team, and a very special thanks to Karen Poole, because without you, we would never have had that amazing ceremony, that amazing opening ceremony. Although we're still not completely convinced that the Vuvuzelas were a great idea at the opening ceremony. Huge round of applause for everyone. Thank you so much. You've done the most amazing jobs. And then two other quick thank yous to my amazing wife, Corinne Jones, sitting over there, and to Bruce Robertson, who not only has been so supportive of Kate, but did a brilliant video for the opening ceremony of what you've all been up to. So thank you to you two so much.
One Young World ambassadors. There are two people here without whom none of us would be here. Our journey wouldn't have started in the way that it's gone with the future that you have to help the whole world, please thank the two people who founded this, Kay Robertson, David Jones.
Oh, cool.
Very nice bottle of wine.
Excellent. No crying, no crying. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Okay, a couple of things, no cry rule in place, except the boys always cry. Okay. Tonight, 2 One Young World host city ambassadors, Sipiso Ramotsewa, I don't know how to say that, Ramotsewa and Noni Roxa have organized an ambassador's graduation party and a Josie-style send-off for you, all of you newly minted One Young World ambassadors. The venue is at a nightclub called Taboo, which is just around the corner from here, and we have shuttles running for you right up to 1 o'clock. Now, what you have to do when you go is you must get a wristband, because without one you will not get in. So it doesn't matter if you turn up and say, I'll be a One Young World ambassador, without a wristband, you're not happening. From information desk in your networking area during your supper, all the information will be there. Now, tonight, you will be emailed, and it may already have started, a link to a digital feedback form so that you can let us know what you thought about all the different parts of the summit. Now, I'll tell you why this is important. Because when we are trying to raise sponsorship and support for you and encourage companies, NGOs, governments, and organizations to bring us their great young leaders, they don't really want to do it if they don't know what you thought about it. So it's a very important legacy that you pass on to other young leaders. So please fill it in. Tell us what we can do. We are always ready to adjust and adapt everything we do to make a better summit. And look at this one. So listen to this. Everyone who fills in the form will go into the prize draw. And the prize is a free place to next year's summit in Dublin. So you must fill it in, okay?
Now, our biggest thanks of all goes to you. You were honestly absolutely amazing. So give yourselves a huge round of applause. I mean, we pack into 3 days what probably should actually take about a month. You never complain. You were pretty much in here all the time, bang on time. The energy, the passion. I mean, we did that last session. Just the energy in the room was unbelievable, and the most amazing inspiration. There are a huge number of issues in the world, and I think the thing that we always say is you could actually get overwhelmed by this and go, God, where do we start? We look at all the plenaries, and, it's impossible. But if all of you go away from here and do one thing, there will be a lot of great stuff that happens in the world. And I think one of the things that inspires me each session, each One Young World Summit, is when we have some of the councillors who turn up and talk about, the time they just decided to do this, and all of a sudden it became a massive, massive global movement. I think we heard some great advice over the few days. Don't be afraid to fail. Learn from the councillors and some of their stories. You can actually do, I'll add, I say do one thing, we want you to do two, because we can actually save the lives of 1,300 children who could be impacted by malaria just by going onto that URL and clicking, as Martin said, on Malaria No More. So do two things, actually. Kofi said, be the change that you want to see. We heard an African proverb quoted by Paul Polman. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And Ron's great, the key is we, I think, sums it up. So we have high expectations of you. We really want you to tell us what you're doing and how you're driving change in the world. You really can. And I think the most important thing is this is not the end, this is the start. You know, this should be the catalyst to going off and doing so many amazing things. So thank you so much to all of you, and we'll see you in Dublin.
There are no limits to what you can achieve. You are the smartest generation that we've ever had.
You could beat the world.
Each one of you is capable of changing the whole world.
You can throw your hands up.
Feel that power inside of you.
You can move a mountain
and make use of it.
You could be a master.
You cannot afford to let your generation fail.
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
You can actually be sitting there going, oh my God, there's so many problems in the world, how can we fix all of this?
We all have to step up because the problems of the world are so complex.
I do believe that if we want the careers and the power we want as women, we shouldn't just expect to be given it.
I urge you to think about the role women can play, the role women must play.
You are either compassionate to everybody or you are not. You don't get to choose.
We must talk about rape.
I do not know if we can reform our educational system to save those who feel like they are drowning.
The illicit human trafficking industry is estimated to be worth around $32 billion.
And the door opened and in walked Mr. Mandela. What was he wearing? A Springbok jumper. So when he turned around, got to pull back now.
Go make a difference. Go make this a world where gender doesn't count, where race doesn't count, where sexual preference doesn't count.
I've accepted that I'm HIV positive.
I see our task as being to break through the fear of stigma to reaching into people's capacity for love in this epidemic.
I celebrated 10 years of survival from my rape. I celebrated by running the half marathon I had been training for when I was attacked.
Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, standing in the Hall of Fame.
That's the lesson that I greatly learned from him. Just the eye of the imagination and what it can achieve by allowing you not to see your current circumstance, but the possibility of what your future could hold.
By all means, play, enjoy yourself. But don't forget your responsibility to yourself, to your parents, to your country.
The greatest thing in the world for your organization can be if other people tell your story. And I look in the audience here and I see 1,200 passionate storytellers.
If this dollar's worth of treatment's there, 3 days later, the child's home and playing soccer with their friends.
The cost of inaction is bigger now than the cost of action.
You know, if you're going to take on a company that's much bigger than you, you've got to be much better.
Change becomes almost like a positive epidemic, spreading around the world.
The world we want to see, this one young world, starts inside you.
It's time not just for us to talk, but to do.
What they're doing is seismic.
This is the first generation where the parents can learn from their children.
Leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers, be students, be teachers, be politicians.
The best thing to take us to the next level is ignorance of our limits.
It's fantastic that you're here, and all we ask is that you do one thing.
Don't follow the herd. Don't do what everybody else does. Do the unexpected.
We can choose to be the generation that finally breaks through on climate.
If we want to be, we can be an incredibly powerful catalyst of change.
Put your hands in the air if you can hear me.
Build your stamina for success.
It's about taking opportunities you're presented with every single day.
I'm an optimist. I believe if we do this together, we can solve these problems.
Thank you.
Thank you. The whole world cares.
It is in your hands.
It is in your hands. Thank you. Thank you.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom, getting higher than the Empire State. My love, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses.